Hey VC, this is Carlos from As the Table Turns. I just wanted to come on here and do part 2 of my music DVD collection. There's some that I picked up that are new, and then there's some that I just forgot. So, first one here is Supermench. It's about Shep Gordon, who's a music manager. So just kind of goes through his life, not his whole life, but basically from the start of him, the crazy story of him becoming a music manager, and all the different acts that he managed. So Alice Cooper, Blondie, Luther Vandross, Raquel Welch, and then he actually stopped doing, kind of walked away from management for a little while, and then it came back and started. Basically, he's the reason why we have celebrity chefs now. So you can either hate him or thank him for that. So that's that one. This is a really awesome documentary. I remember my dad bought this a long time ago, and I kind of grew up watching this. Not grew up watching it, but when I was in high school, college age, remember watching this, Calle 54. Awesome Latin jazz documentary. So if you're interested at all in Latin jazz, this is a really cool documentary. Does little bios about each person, kind of also just kind of walks through their day a little bit, and then performances, has lots of performances in here. So really cool documentary. You got Tito Puente, you have Israel Cachao Lopez, Bebo Valdez, Paquito de Rivera, lots of different people. So anyway, really cool documentary if you like Latin jazz or are interested in Latin jazz. And then coming up all as well in Latin jazz is Compay Segundo. He's part of the Buena Vista Social Club. So this is kind of just a documentary just about him. And yeah, his experiences in Cuba, and yeah, just him becoming a star, and just kind of follows him around. Really cool documentary. I'm a big fan of him. This I finally picked up on the last episode. I put, or not last episode, but the DVD one, the first part one. I said that I didn't have the Wrecking Crew, so now I bought the Wrecking Crew. This kind of just goes through the studio band, talks about the studio band. Forget what. It wasn't just one record label. I don't think that they performed for. I think it was several different record labels. I could be mistaken, but anyway, it kind of goes through the different people. There was lots of different people that filled out this. The studio band, and they played on lots of different music, lots of different albums for lots of different artists. So really cool documentary. I've seen bits and pieces of this documentary. I don't think I've seen the whole entire thing, but the decline of Western civilization, just about the punk scene, documentary kind of highlighting different bands and different time periods in the punk scene. Actually, I think it's a certain time period in the punk scene. I think there's a second documentary that does a different bands, different times. But this one has Black Flag, Circle Jerks, Catholic Discipline, Fear, Alice Bag Band, Germs, and X. So, cool documentary. I've not seen this, but I've seen, excerpts from it and little videos from it. And it's called Festival, just about the folk music festival at Newport in 1963 to 66. So all the different acts that played there, which is, Joan Baez, Bob Dylan, Howlin' Wolf, Johnny Cash, the Staple Singers, Pete Seeger, Son House, Peter, Paul and Mary, and tons more, I'm sure. So looking forward to watching that. I'm listening to Duran Jones and the Indications in the background right now, if you can hear it. So really awesome album. You should pick that up. Anyway, this is Blue Note Records Beyond the Notes. So this kind of, just watched this. I've seen it. I saw it when it first came out, and then I just watched it again last night. But really cool. It just goes through the beginnings of Blue Note. Goes through the different artists, talks about kind of what Blue Note is now, brings back some artists. There's a couple of performances in here, studio performances, but talks about, you know, Alfred Lyon, Francis Wolff. Yeah, just kind of talks about them, talks about the photos, albums, artists, all that stuff. So really cool. Definitely pick that up if you're a jazz fan. I have Woodstock. Now I have the Monterey Pop Festival. I actually live in Salinas, California, and Monterey is about 25 miles west of me. So this is often talked about around this area. And basically, before Woodstock, this was Woodstock, you know. You have Jimi Hendrix, Otis Redding, Simon and Garfunkel, the Mamas and the Papas, Eric Burdon and the Animals, The Who, Big Brother and the Holding Company, Ravi Shankar, Jefferson Airplane, Canned Heat, Country Joe and the Fish. So, really cool documentary. And then I have this set. Totally forgot that I had this set, but it's the Beatles anthology set of basically 4 DVDs. I mean, you go through episodes, I think 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and then special features. So, but really cool. I haven't watched this in a long time. But yeah. All right, so that's it. That's part 2 of my music DVD collection. Probably do more if I get more DVDs, but till then, please subscribe, comment below. Click the little bell if you want notifications of my next video, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye, VC.